I arrived in the car park about 8 p.m, so I didn't want to get there too early. It's about a 2 kilometre walk, mostly uphill from the car park, and I spent 2 hours wandering about the hillside. So I've been walking in the dark, in high winds for about an hour now, and I realised I'd missed the turn off to go up to the caves. And I ended up sort of scrambling up the hillside twice just to try and find the path, but I just couldn't find it, and it was incredibly windy. So I went back to my car where there was phone signal, and but then it started to pour with rain, and I decided to cut my losses, and I'm just going to sleep in my car because it's just too windy to put my tent up. I need to rinse my toothbrush. Oh, it's pouring. Oh my god. It's so wild outside. I'm kind of glad I'm not in the cave as well, to be honest. It's now hailstoning in my car as I'm just lying here reading in my car. So it's 7:30 at night and I've arrived at the car park. I've got my fire pit, I've got a steak to cook, I'm all ready to go. But I've got here and there is, I mean, it's mid-January, so I wasn't really expecting there to be anybody else here when it's pitch dark. But there is a car parked in this car park and there's nobody in it. I've been sitting, there's been no lights in it, I'm sure it's empty. This car park is only for the bone caves, there's nothing else anywhere around it, so I can only presume that whoever's car that is at the caves. I've been sitting here thinking about it, and although I'm sure if they are walking or sleeping in the caves they'll be perfectly nice people, I just don't feel like going on my own all the way up there when there's no phone signal the whole walk or at the caves. I'm just going to go and camp somewhere else. I've got my tent set up and it's now 8:30 because I've come somewhere else. I think actually where I'm camped now is going to be even nicer. I've found a fantastic place. So anyway, I cannot wait to see the view when I wake up tomorrow. Wow. This last bit is like basically scrambling, it's so steep. The cave is just at the top of that little hill. The path just goes round this corner. It's so scary, this moment when you're just about to go into a cave in the dark. I speak to the camera while I'm doing it. It feels like somebody's with me. Oh, water. Little waterfall. Oh, bird. Here we are. Oh, well, I'm relieved to see it's dry in the middle. I was worried it might have turned into a quagmire. The basement area over there. Yeah, well, just... Here we are. Home sweet home. My phone is there. My torch on my head. I've got my extra torch. I'm actually going to put that in my pocket, which will be very uncomfortable, but my glasses case I'm going to put in the little shelf above there once I go to sleep. So I'm going to leave my tea lights on. They're 8-hour tea lights. I went to sleep just after midnight and I slept right through till about 7. So I had a great sleep. I'm lucky it's very wet, it's been pouring with rain during the night, but the cave's dry and it's not that cold. I think it's maybe 6 or 7 degrees. This cave goes quite far back, but it's a very small tunnel. I believe that it does connect up to a much bigger chamber that's very deep, but you have to be an experienced caver to go into it. I wouldn't go down there in a million years, but it is on my mind a little bit that there could be creatures living down there. That's me up. This is my bed. My tea lights have all gone out in the night. Breakfast time. Last night I was in my bivvy bag. I'd left it open at the front and I was just kind of falling asleep and something just landed in my mouth. It was dark. I just felt this like wet clump of something in my mouth. So obviously I just spat it out and got a complete panic because for some reason what entered my head first of all was that a little baby frog had jumped into my mouth. And oh man, the fright I got. But I couldn't sit up because the bivvy bag banged me in the head, and then I was panicking because I was tied in by my sleeping bag and everything. And then I scrambled around, I found my torch, and I could tell that what it was a clump of mud that had fallen into my mouth. And I thought maybe it had fallen, at first I thought it had fallen off the ceiling, so I kind of went right inside the head bit of my bivvy bag. So grateful that I'd got this bivvy bag that has a head thing. But then I realised that my glasses case was right above my head in the little shelf thing inside that head covering, and it had mud on it. So I think all that had happened was I'd probably slid it in, a bit of mud had got stuck on the mesh, and then just slowly, and then just landed straight in my mouth.